CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Links.
Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the CMSportsNet Game of the Week. We've got Winters Mill visiting Manchester Valley in both teams' girls basketball county opener in this new season. I'm Pat Stoetzer of CMSportsNet alongside Tim Whitehead, happily retired Legacy AAU girls youth coordinator. We're going to talk to Tim here in just a second, but first, a quick word, step out here from our sponsor. We got a little bit more pregame show for you coming up. Don't go away. The Game of the Week coming right back.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Welcome back. Game of the Week. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead ready to watch Winters Mill and Manchester Valley in this girls basketball county showdown. We are about to hit the team introductions. We're going to go ahead and look at the team stats ahead of tonight's matchup between Winters Mill and Manchester Valley. Going to take a look at the players to watch here. It's Hannah Neske from Winters Mill. Tim, Man Valley has Emma Penchik back. Those stats were from her sophomore season. Interesting to see how she's starting to get herself back into the game here as a senior.
I think it'll take a game or two, but she is the lifeline of this team. She will get them going.
And then Neske, of course, kind of came onto the scene last year as a freshman, 8.1 points per game, made 23 three-pointers, had 42 assists, and 35 steals. Winters Mill's starters here as they're getting announced onto the court. And Tim, we talked too as we see the lineups here with Winters Mill, and you've got them penciled in as a team to really kind of keep an eye on. Now, look, you can only get better after going with us in the county, but it's about more than that with Winters Mill this year.
It is. They have a little bit more experience. Last year, they threatened a couple of the big teams, and they played well. And I think they're going to build on that. They're going to have a little bit more confidence. They started off with 2 good wins, that got a little confidence up, and I think they will be the surprise team of the county.
Yeah, Tim's right. They beat Centennial and Seed School, so they come into this game with some confidence. And a confident team here as well. Manchester Valley, 6-6 last year in the county, but of course they compete almost every time they hit the court. And as you see the starters here for Manchester Valley, one of the starters there is the senior guard, Emma Penchik. We'll see here in a second. And it's a good mix of some of the younger girls that played last year, and of course the veterans on the team as well.
It's a great mix. They're a little bit small this year, but that's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of who's going to step up for them. Who besides Emma can help them out and score, put the ball in the bucket.
Emma Schaefer is one of the other Emmas in the middle there. She had 9 points of the night in their game, in their season opener, and then of course they beat Hereford 38-37 to get that first win of the year. So they're 1-1. Winters Mill is 2-0, and we will pause now, and everyone will come to their feet in the gym, and it will be the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll have tip-off, our first game of the week of the winter 24-25 season. Good crowd here in the gym, Tim, for this first county game of the season. What are you looking forward to the most between two teams that, have some different things to prove, but also have the same thing to prove, and that's compete in the county?
So the first thing before the holidays, the coaches are trying to figure out what the rotation is going to be.
Right.
So who's going to step up? Who's going to adhere to their system, to the coach's system, and then they'll start figuring out what the rotation is going to be. So it's a little touchy in the beginning, but they're both going to compete very hard. And, there's going to be defense and rebounding right from the get-go.
Coach Jordan Whitty with Winters Mill, she would agree with us, I think, that the first two games were against teams that are a little inferior competition-wise. They're going to see a different, opponent on the court tonight against always a feisty on defense sort of style that Man Valley plays.
Absolutely. Coach DeWeese, you can always count on her being very defensive, and they're going to rebound the ball. So we'll see how Winters Mill holds it. And as you know, we heard a little birdie. We heard that Winters Mill is going to try to push the ball up and down the court a little bit. So we'll see if that happens.
We did. Interesting to see the first couple minutes of the first quarter might tell the tale as to the tempo that each of these teams want to go. So it's Emma Schaefer for Man Valley. Janae Pryor for Winters Mill will tip off. And just like that, our winter Game of the Week broadcasts are underway. And it's Emma.
It's like Winters Mill starting off in his zone right off the bat.
Yep.
Little 1-2-2, 3-2.
And Penchik has the ball in her hand. Her and Lila crest line and out of bounds to Winters Mill.
Here's the pressure we talked about. Little 2-2-1. We'll see if they trap off this. Little dime. Actually, it's a 1-2-1.
A little high there. It's Sales that's going to go out on the baseline and not touched by Man Valley. So a couple of turnovers to start, and it's the jitters here in the first few minutes of the game. First 30 seconds of the game. It's not in the first few minutes yet.
Here's Winters Mill with a little 1-2-2. With pressure up. There's nobody in the backcourt here.
So the pressure from both teams a little bit here. Winters Mills was more once the Mavs got into the set. There's some pressure there by Neski. McCarthy gives it off. Now gets it back. She'll take a three-pointer. It's short. But a rebound by Haley Bittinger. Now Penchik at the top of the perimeter.
We'll see if they can get somebody in the middle of this defense. There it is right there.
There it was. Yep, Schaefer flashed. Excuse me, Schaefer flashed, but they couldn't find her.
There it is right there.
She's wide open, and she scores the first points of the night. Emma Schaefer, 6-foot senior center for Manchester Valley. That's a dangerous pass, knocked out by Schaefer. Saw that trap coming from over here on our baseline camera angle.
Yeah, I want to see Hannah up a little bit, see if she can get the ball a little bit more.
Neski will inbound it, attempt to, and it's a turnover, and Schaefer has the steal. Knocked out of bounds. Nice play there by Riley Haskins. It's these first few minutes, Tim, right, that really can sort of, again, dictate what you're going to be doing for the rest of the night.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned Man Valley, and there's a nice play by Haskins. Crestline tried to inbound it. Haskins comes away with the steal, and now the Falcons can set up some offense. And there's an open look. It's Neski for three. Let's see, that was a two.
Yep.
Long two for Neski, and we're tied 2-2.
Good job reversing the ball there on the offense.
Nice pass. McCarthy, though, got under the basket a little bit there, and now the Winters Mill Falcons will move with the ball. Neski gets it knocked away, though, and McCarthy has it, and the Mavericks will settle it down, and there's Penchik bringing it up. Senior, number 2, 5'4" point guard. Back after missing her junior year. Gives it off to McCarthy. No good. Schaefer with the putback and good. And there's your points, Tim. We talked about who else can score for this Mavericks team. Right now, Schaefer's got the first 4, and it's a quick timeout for Jordan Whitty.
And I'm anticipating she's going to adjust her defense a little bit. They're getting too easy baskets inside that lane there.
Nice job there on that replay. You saw the replay. Nice job by Schaefer to control that board. She's got 4 points here so far.
Yeah, when you play that defense, you're stuck in the middle. The middle's wide open. And then when the ball goes to the wing, the weak side goes over. So that means the weak side block is always open. That's where you're going to get your offensive rebounds. and that's where you're going to get easy buckets.
We talked before we came on too about, where's some of the size in the county is a little bit lacking as opposed to the last couple of years.
Yes.
Two teams here that aren't the tallest in the county, but they've got a couple girls that can go up and get them. And of course, that extra hustle on defense is going to make up for some of that lost height as well.
Yes. So here's one of the adjustments. They're bringing number 1 Hannah back up to get this ball.
That was Riley Hollinger, 24 for the Falcons, a freshman. 2 freshmen, 3 sophomores on this roster. Oh, almost a steal there, but Haskins gathered it. Haskins in the far corner there. There's still time left. And knocked out of bounds. Now there's 4 left.
4 left.
On the shot clock. Home fans trying the old scare him into an early shot, but
let's see if they run a good set play here. They're going to need a quick shot off of it. One dribble and going. There it is. Okay.
And it didn't hit the rim, so it's going to be out of bounds anyway. But Penchik tried to come around and get that backdoor steal, but Neske guarded the ball. Just her shot was a little bit short, out of bounds to the Mavericks. Crestline dribbles it down here on the baseline toward our end of the court. And now the Mavs are set up their half court. Nice job by Crestline. Driving the baseline and scoring off the glass.
Good strong move there.
Give 2 points to the sophomore, and it's 6-2 in favor of the home team. A dangerous pass. I think that was tipped out by Man Valley. Yep, and substitutions coming in. Here's that Crestline. Nice job. Got Pryor to kind of come toward her on the defense, beat her to the near side, and easy layup.
They have to respect that outside shot. Good first step.
There's Haskins with a arcing shot. Doesn't go in. Rebound to Taylor Feek. And back comes Manchester Valley.
It's like Winters Mill's just pressing a little bit. Just a little bit on offense.
Could be.
They got to move the ball around a little bit and just get that shot and get in a good rhythm.
Here's Feek working it on Pryor. Now the ball rolls back out to Penchik. She'll take a 3, and she'll hit it. Good start for Penchik. Good start for the Mavericks. And I agree with you, Tim. Maybe a little pressing, but if you're Winters Mill, you don't want to fall too far behind in a game like this.
That is correct.
And she hit the ground. That's a travel.
That is a travel.
The turnover for Winters Mill leads to another chance, and there's Feek, who had to kind of dribble away from her and rolls to Penchik, and Penchik wound up hitting that shot.
You can tell Winters Mill's thinking a little bit. They're not playing, they're thinking, they're trying to get a feel for that game.
There's a little jump pass there almost. Feek's trying to get to it. Back to Penchik. She'll spot up for a 3. Off the front of the rim. Hustles against the rebound. Drives the baseline. Gives it to Feek. Feek takes it up. Draws the foul. Nice ball movement there by Penchik. And like you mentioned before we came on, how smart she is on the basketball and all over the field she plays on. But her IQ is top notch.
She knows what spot where to be.
That time she knew to get the rebound and get toward where the action is. And she has a teammate in Feek who hits the first free throw.
She's very unselfish. She could have taken that layup herself. They came to her a little bit. She dished off, and here's free throws.
So she made the first one. It's 10-2, Man Valley. Yeah, a nice stroke there. 2 for 2 from the line from Taylor Feek. And it's a nice run here.
Now, that's the way to break this press right there. She should maybe take that shot, get the ball to the sideline. Once they go, then you get the ball to the middle. Then it opens up the whole court.
Bryn Bauer. This is Bryn Bauer, number 4. She's a freshman for Manchester Valley. That ball is tipped, so Bauer can pick it up again and dribble. And that time,
there's a steal.
Steal, yep, and a turnover for the Falcons. This is Neske. Trying to get that backdoor pass. Let's see, did it go off a Man Valley player? I think it did.
No, I think they're saying Man Valley ball.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So, yeah, the first 4 minutes and change here have been a little bit frenetic for Winters Mill.
So here they backed off. They're going to go to a man, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the adjustment that Coach Jordan has.
Penchik got under the basket there a little bit. Put back up by Feek. Number 13, Taylor Feek scores there. And it's all Man Valley right now. Whoa, dangerous pass. Penchik flying into the stands. We've played 5 minutes, and it's been all Man Valley so far.
I think the coach for Winters Mill got to make that adjustment on the press. You can't make that pass going up the sideline. That's what they want you to do.
Plays right into their hands, right?
Yes, it does.
Nice job there by Neski, though, and she'll score down low. So she's got all 4 for Winters Mill. They needed something. They needed some points there just to kind of.
They need a little bit of confidence.
Sort of stem the tide there. Yeah, a little confidence.
When they stop thinking and playing, it'll be a little different game.
Cielo Balsamo has come in for Winters Mill, number 33 there, junior. One of their front court players. Cameron Mays, another one. There's a long 3 from Penchik. Battling for the ball, and a good seal off there by Balsamo.
Good box out.
It was, yep. And it'll be Winters Mill's ball after the missed shot. 2:38 to go in this opening quarter. Our first Game of the Week broadcast of the winter season. Feels like fall just ended. And here we are already inside for boys and girls basketball.
Time goes quick.
It sure does. And the Carroll County Athletic League will start heating up. In a few weeks, will be all county games pretty much all the time. Foul was called there by the officials on Man Valley, so it'll be inbounds here right in front of the Mavericks bench. You see Hannah Neski with the ball. Into Hollinger. Pass around the perimeter. Nice three-point shot. It goes down. Cameron Mays, a freshman, 5'8" guard, number 21 there with a three-pointer, and there's five quick points there for Winters Mill.
Give a young team a little confidence. Here they come.
Nice pass there. Back out. Feek will take a long 2. Long is the shot, but Penchik gets the rebound and a fresh 30 for the Mavericks. And there's Emma calling out plays. She took Mays off the dribble, off the glass, a little strong. Mays gets the rebound. Nice job, Cameron Mays. And here comes Winters Mill. This is Riley Haskins dribbling the ball there. Now over to Hollinger. And we got an offensive foul.
Yes.
Legal screen.
Yep.
Second team foul for Winters Mill. Just one so far for Manchester Valley. And inbounded the ball, and Lila Crestline has it. Minute and a half left in the opening quarter. Nice job. Nice take to the basket there. Number 11, Kara Stager. Just a little long on the shot. Abigail Schindler, though, gets the rebound. Some of Man Valley's reserves in on this last minute of the quarter.
Great movement of the basketball.
It was.
It was a great offense. They ran a little 1-4 high.
Quick shot from Schindler, and instead it is Stager who just misses, and Neski tracks down the rebound. Man Valley had a couple good looks there, Tim.
Yes, they did. That's 3 offensive rebounds and 4 shots, I believe, and
none fell.
Winters Mill's got to correct that, though. Sooner or later, they will go.
Yes. Ooh. Ill-advised pass there. Turnover. Schaefer give her the steal. Crestline tries to dribble around a defender. Stager's got it. Did not call a kickball, but it's going to stay here. It bounced off of Neski's leg. Gabby McCarthy of Man Valley coming back in. Here's Ryan Mays checking in, number 10, junior. And also back in is Janae Pryor. Winters Mill does have some size underneath and some strong bodies.
They do.
They can bang with you and get the boards.
They do.
See what Man Valley spreading them out a little bit here, too.
That's smart. I think Man Valley might be a little bit quicker than him right now. There's
a little bit of quickness right there. Yep. Give Emma Schaefer another basket. Alexis Imbrugulio tried to stay with her, and Schaefer was quick to get around her, and it's 15-7 now. Another turnover there by the Falcons, so Man Valley gets it back. It was a nice drive by Schaefer.
It was. Winters Mill needs to stop here. Let's kind of stop the bleeding, go in the second quarter, see if you can make an adjustment, see what happens here. There's that little flex cut.
Three-pointer, Bittinger, no good, and out of bounds, but time's expired. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. And Man Valley with a hot start. Winters Mill got back into it a bit, but after one quarter of play, the Mavericks lead 15-7 over Winters Mill. And a good, strong start for Manchester Valley.
Yes, it was a good start. Emma got everybody involved, and Emma Schaefer, she was strong underneath.
Yeah, benefit.
She was very strong underneath. So that's when you're strong underneath, it opens up the outside. They're gonna cave in.
Yeah, no doubt. 6 of the 15 points go Emma Schaefer's way. Winters Mill, I think you were right, Tim. You hit it. They were a little bit frenetic in the beginning of the game. They settled down. They had 5 straight points there at one point, and it really sort of calmed them down, at least for that middle stretch of the first quarter.
They got no more turnovers. They got to eliminate as many turnovers as they can.
You sound like a coach.
Well, I mean, I was a coach, but, you got to be able to put shots. You can't score unless you put shots up on the rim. Right. And if you're turning the ball over, you're not having any shots up on that rim.
And again, I just feel like you can't get too far. Any game, you can't get too far behind, but especially in these county games where, both these teams want to get that first county win. Man Valley can sort of smell the blood in the water, to use a phrase, and just before you know it, it can be, again, a 15, 20-point deficit. It's not yet. It's only 8, but and credit Winters Mill for getting back in that, because it was going the wrong way for them.
It was, and let's see what adjustments they make here.
Yep. There you see the Mavericks starting 5 back out on the court. We know what Penchik brings to the Mavericks, and other teams do too, and they're going to focus a lot of attention on her, and rightfully so.
There it is right there.
And what I was going to say was it's up to, you said this, it's up to the next teammate who can fill in when there's a double team on Emma, or she's dribbling in and going to distribute the ball. So far it's been Schaefer. We'll see who else. Wow, nice pass there by Winters Mill. And did she step out? Yeah, she stepped out. That was a interesting pass there from
Looked like a little softball, little
sideways. Highlight, yeah. Little Patrick Mahomes sidearm pass, but unfortunately for the Falcons, it's a turnover. So early on here, like you said, trying to limit those turnovers, and they make one here on their first possession.
You can see the Mavericks defense has them sped up. Just a little bit. Just take your time. Let's move the ball.
Triple team on Bittinger, and it's a jump ball, and stays with the Mavericks. Winters Mill collapsed quick on that. As soon as Bittinger, 15 for Winters Mill, or Man Valley got the ball, Winters Mill was on her. And they did get a jump ball, though it stays with the Mavericks. Bittinger will inbound all the way across to Penchik. Back to Bittinger. And McCarthy's got it. She'll step to the line. Bittinger will. And that shot did not count.
Yes, shot clock vacate.
Good defense by Winters Mill. Man Valley a little indecisive, and it turned into a shot clock turnover.
There's the sideline. They're on that sideline.
Yep.
That's not going to work.
It's a test for some of these younger girls, too,
it is.
right? The freshmen and sophomores who, some of the sophomores played, but obviously the 2 freshmen, this is their first high school basketball action. And
I said, it's the speed. You can't, some of these girls, you cannot match their speed.
That's twice. It's a carbon copy what just happened there. They dribbled into the near side, tried to get it to the far side. Man Valley's right there to intercept the pass. Or at least
they want trail. They want to go down the sideline, and then you'll get trail as a steal.
We got to be in a handful already of turnovers.
So here we are back in that zone.
Yep. It's a long shot picked up.
Let's see if they go right now.
Cherish
Beat the pressure. Yep. Beat the pressure right now.
Back into this corner. Now back up to Neski. She's got to be the one here for Winters Mill to sort of help them get back in this game. A little bounce pass there. Schaefer again with a steal. She's got 2 or 3 steals already in this one. McCarthy, after Crestline brought it up. Bittinger over to Penchik. Steps inside the 3-point arc. Doesn't get it to fall, but Crestline gets the board, and Man Valley
weak side rebound.
Yep, absolutely. Oh,
there's
left her all alone. Oh, Bittinger missed the short shot, but that was a nice pass by McCarthy. Here come the Falcons. Nobody's scored yet. 2 minutes into the quarter. Loose ball. Boy.
Oh, boy.
And they call a foul.
She doesn't stop.
No, she doesn't. She is dogged out there on the court. The only thing that stopped her was the official's whistle.
Yes, it is.
Her first foul, the first on the team. Wintersville will inbound. We're 2 minutes into the second quarter, looking for our first points of the frame. Winters Mill and Manchester Valley in the Carroll County Athletic League opener for both teams. And out of bounds to...
I wonder how many turnovers have been on that side, the right side of the basket down near that block.
It's been 3 so far this quarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are forcing it to that position.
Actually, they're going to say that did tip off Man Valley, so that one, put that one in the bag for now. But yes, you're right. Winters Mill is going into that corner, and it's not working out for them. Lucy Duncan in, senior, number 23 for Winters Mill. She subs out Janae Pryor. So we'll see what Coach Whitty's been doing here, trying to get some of her girls off the bench. Nice baseline shot there by Balsamo. Rebound for Winters Mill.
There we are in the corner in the baseline again.
And stepped out of bounds. She stepped out of bounds, yep. They've telegraphed a few of these this quarter, and Man Valley's pounced.
They got to remember the baseline, the sideline. That's an extra defender. You cannot. You're stuck. You can only go 2 ways. So we're back in the zone, playing a little 1-2-2.
Crestline dribbles up. This is Ariana Leach in, number 24 for the Mavericks. Penchik trying to get someone off the dribble. There's Leach. Nice pass from Penchik. Nice shot from Leach. And Man Valley leads by 10. Nice job by the junior forward there, Ariana Leach. Penchik saw the soft spot in the opening. There's back down to that corner again. And Balsamo dribbled it off a Man Valley player. Yes.
Yes. It's hard to see from this end. I saw the players coming back.
Yeah.
Little box set here.
Haskins was open for a second, or Hollinger, excuse me. And there, guess who?
She is.
Penchik again. And favored the official, bounced off his leg. He's in play, and that'll be a turnover. And Penchik has it. Feek. And Neski, nice job by Neski to swipe that ball. And then Neski
throws it away.
Yeah, a little high, a little hot. Little high on that pass from Hannah Neski.
That's the case. They're just a little quick. They're just being rushed a little bit.
And you're saying give Man Valley credit on that.
Give Manny credit. I mean, they hustled back, and once again, it's the speed. The speed of Man Val is speeding up Winters Mill. They're not used to it yet.
Yep.
They will be, but just not. First county game is pretty tough sometimes.
Sure. Everyone in the county plays them twice in the regular season. Penchik.
Good help.
And nice job by Balsamo. And a turnover. That's Lucy Duncan, and that gives off to Neski. Neski will pass to Hollinger. Back to Neski. She can take that shot. Instead, she decides to bring it back up to the top. Now they're going to go to the left side here, or the near side, the Man Valley side of, and a foul called. Not too many fouls to speak of so far in this first half. That's the second, and that's actually 2 on Penchik, so she'll have to come out. Winters Mill, 16 turnovers, Tim, so far.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't keeping track, but boy, that's a lot so far, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
And it's not all. Give credit to Man Valley.
Oh, absolutely.
It's tough.
Yeah, they're not all unforced errors on the stretch, but it's how you overcome them, right? Or
yes.
how you have to try to overcome them. Falcons inbound. And this is going to be Feek. Double teamed. Nice job by Man Valley, or Winters Mill rather. Balsamo. And she got it poked away. So back-to-back turnovers. And going to be a foul call on Balsamo.
Yep. That's actually not a bad foul.
No, it's not.
Get some setup back on defense here.
So just only 2 fouls. That is 2 on Balsamo now. So both these fouls for her. Something to keep an eye on there for Coach Whitty. Back up top, Crestline to Feek. Back to Crestline. Over to... Oh, nice board by Balsamo. Yep, that was Kara Stager for Man Valley took that shot, and Balsamo had the board. Winters Mill still looking for their first points in this quarter. It's only been 2 scored so far. Oh, Crestline just took it away from Hollinger, and that's a turnover again. And here comes Man Valley. Stager back on top to Crestline. She'll make a move. Feek will take a long shot. And
in and out.
And out of bounds to Winters Mill. 2:44 left in the second quarter. There's only been 2 points scored in the quarter, but Man Valley will take it when you're up 17.
You see what Man Valley's trying to do. They're trying to attack those gaps, let them get sucked in, and then they'll dish it out to that wing. And they're getting nice open shots.
Six points for Schaefer, 5 for Penchik, although she's sitting right now with the 2 fouls.
That's how you break the press right there with them.
But you got to be careful, and then Neski turned it over. Bryn Bauer.
So with this press, you just got to work it back and forth. Let them overcommit. And once they overcommit, then you have the middle of the court. And I think they just figured that out. And we're going to see if there's just a little bit of patience. There they go. Just stay with it.
Samo's open. No, that's not the pass you want. They got fortunate there. Man Valley something.
Yeah, so if Ryan would have passed it right back to Hannah, they could set up their offense.
So that's what you want to do. Make Man Valley go back and forth in that
on this press, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Jordan's going to see this in halftime. We're going to see an adjustment.
Here's Neski guarded by Crestline. Couple of sophomores. Imbragulio got it to Balsamo, and almost
3 seconds. Got to get one up.
Now you got to take a shot up, and run out of time. So another shot clock turnover, shot clock violation rather, and boy, the turnovers are piling up. For the Mavericks, for the Falcons. I'm gonna get it right. This is the first. I'm apologizing right now. I've been saying the wrong team a couple times. It's shake the rust off here in this first game of the week broadcast.
I'll be interested to see how many shots they actually have tried. They're probably shooting about 40%, but probably like 10, only taking 10 shots.
You might be right. Good box out, but then Man Valley did get the board. Jump ball. Leach tied up, and that should go to Winters Mill, and it does. So Winters Mill gets one back. And we got a timeout. So points at a premium here this quarter, Tim, but I think I got to credit Man Valley, their defense anyway so far, for making it really tough on Winters Mill.
You do. And you also, let's give credit to Winters Mill. They stopped the run.
They did.
You know, they were a little loose on the defense. They made an adjustment, so they stopped the run. So now they just got to figure out how to run their offense, get a basket or two, maybe go into halftime, down 7, down 5. And then they come back.
Right, I was going to say, try not to be down by 10. They've only given up 2 points this quarter, so you're right.
Yep.
You're right to give Winters Mill the credit there. Their offense has just been
stagnant.
Choppy, stagnant.
Yep.
And can't get into a set because of the amount of turnovers they committed so far.
Like I said, I just think they're thinking, like, I should be here at this spot like a robot. And once you play and you just see the open spots, they'll relax and make some baskets. Let's see if they can work it back and forth here.
Just a minute and 20 seconds now.
See if they go back. There it is. Now they got it. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice pass.
And there it is.
And
there
Balsamo scores.
That's a good adjustment right there.
That was a good adjustment. A nice pass by Neski. Give the 2 to number 33, Cielo Balsamo. Just anything that they can do to try to get back in the game. That was a good start. Yeah, they're going to get her for the foul. That's going to be 3 on her. Here's that press break. Give Neski credit.
Yes.
Nice job by Neski to find Balsamo. The only problem now is Balsamo is going to have to come out.
And I think that these 2 guards, Riley and Hannah, will figure this out. And then you have that diagonal pass. Then you can throw that diagonal pass to the block.
Instead of throwing it from half court and getting trapped.
Right, because the defense is going side to side.
Right. Here's an inbound and a 3-pointer swished by senior Gabby McCarthy. Nice shot. She set herself. No defense around her. And it's 20-9 for Man Valley. But there's that press break once again. There's that pass.
No pass.
Got to make those. Nice rebound, though.
Nice rebound.
Nice job.
So there you go. Now they're starting to get the rhythm of this. So now you're going to see maybe Coach Luis might have to make an adjustment on this press.
Little chest there, right?
Yes.
This is Imbrugulio here, number 20, sophomore. Good job by her to get that rebound after prior. It was just a little bit strong on her layup.
Little quick.
Yeah, she anticipated the defense perhaps. Missed them both, but it's going to go back to Man Valley. Yep. 43 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
So we'll see if Winters Mill can get a stop, maybe get a basket, cut it to single digits. And I think we might see a little bit of a different second half.
It's 11 right now. And Man Valley can hold this for pretty much almost all of the rest of the quarter. Instead, they won't. That three-pointer was short, but gives Man Valley a credit for the board. Short again. And on the baseline, playing some twister there to get the...
Out of bounds, Whites. There we go. A couple missed shots. They got to stop.
They did get that stop.
Let's see if they can get a little momentum here.
This is Cameron Mays inbound, and they will go back to Mays. Nesty goes back to Mays. Yep, foul called. So that's a couple times now. Winters Mill has done a good job to get inside that defense, and it's going to get them back to the free throw line.
Get a little confidence, especially while Miss Emma Penchik is out of the game.
Correct.
So the little motor is out.
This is freshman Cameron Mays here, 5'8" guard on the roster. There she is, and she's about to hit the free throw. Got the first one. This one could cut it to a single-digit deficit. And catch it to go. So give Mays 2 for 2 from the line.
And turnover.
And a quick turnover. 5 seconds. Oh. Can McCarthy beat the clock?
Oh, got the foul on the head.
One second left. McCarthy went in to try to score. Haskins winds up with the foul. And McCarthy can put it back to a double-digit lead if she can make one, at least one. Probably be the last points of the half here. Little strong. Gabby McCarthy. 5'4" senior guard. Got some playing time last year, of course, and helped out Coach DeWeese's Mavericks. Again, they went 6-6 in county play last year. Strong, and Pryor gets the rebound. So, sort of mission accomplished there down the stretch for Winters Mill. Yep.
I think Winters Mill can feel okay going into halftime here. Manchester Valley could definitely feel good. You know, they had some of their starters on the bench. A little bit of foul trouble by Emma. Still up by 9. They can come out strong in the second half.
There's your halftime score. Manchester Valley 20, Winters Mill 11. You just kind of gave us some quick thoughts, but how do you feel like Man Valley, a little bit different quarter from the first quarter to the second? They have the 9-point lead, but they didn't quite play with as much, togetherness as they did the first quarter.
It is. They took advantage of a defense that Winters Mill had out there. Yeah. So they got some easy buckets in the middle, some weak side rebounding, got some easy buckets. Winters Mill made the adjustment.
They did.
And once they made the adjustment, it made Man Val work a little bit harder. That's just what happened.
Yeah, I think you're right. We're going to see what happens here in the second half. Everybody sit tight, though. A quick break right now. When we come back, we'll have some halftime stats. We'll have some halftime highlights. Don't go away. The game of the week coming right back.
Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Every Wednesday at CMSportsNet, it's Game On. Tune in for a look at Carroll County sports scene, boys and girls soccer, high school football, and Carroll Link sports action. Hi, I'm Pat Stoetzer. Join me as we preview upcoming games, talk with the coaches, and bring you exclusive reports you won't see anywhere else. Plus, each week we'll unveil CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week. Don't miss CMSportsNet's Game On, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We've got you covered. Back, CMSportsNet Game of the Week. Manchester Valley 20, Winters Mill 11 at the half. Tim Whitehead, Pat Stoetzer with you on the Game of the Week broadcast. We're going to see a couple of the highlights from the first half. Tim, while we watch them, we can talk about what your impressions were of the first half. I mean, we kind of talked about it before the break. Just Man Valley got off to a great start, and then Winters Mill had to make the adjustments. And I think they did for the most part in the second half. You mentioned 5-4 was the score in the second quarter. But still, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Falcons.
It will be. It will be. I think they adjusted to the biggest thing was the speed. The speed
yes.
of Man Val, including Emma Penchik, is different, and they haven't faced it yet. And these first couple games, it's an adjustment, and it took them a good quarter to adjust to it.
And Winters Mill took advantage. Penchik had to come out for a bit with the fouls, and the Falcons, again, once they broke that press you talked about, they were able to get that extra pass, find the open teammate. They at least, maybe they didn't score every time, but they got to the basket, got to the foul line twice there, I think 3 times. One time they scored, twice they got to the foul line. So a nice sequence there for the Falcons to sort of build on here in the second half.
That is correct. They'll get themselves a little confidence, and once they have a little confidence, maybe some shots will go down for them.
It's a good shot there. You saw Gary McCarthy switch that 3, and it was only 5-4. And there's your halftime stats. Just the 6 field goals to the 3 from 2 anyway. So 8 field goals just to 4, and the 20 points. And again, we saw the turnovers. Unfortunately for Winters Mill, way too many turnovers in that first half. But there's your team stats so far with this matchup between Winters Mill and Man Valley. We had players to watch before the game. Let's take a look at how they're doing so far. And it's Hannah Neski for Winters Mill and Emma Penchik for Man Valley. Neither of the two of them have gone to the line yet. But again, 5 points for Penchik. She just makes a lot of stuff happen well, or go right for the Mavericks. So it's wondering which one of these two will be the person that steps up for their team in the second half.
I think right now Hannah has to step up more than what Emma does. Man Val seems to have pretty balanced scoring this first half. I think they had like five players score in this first half. I think nobody had no more than 6.
Right.
So I think it was very balanced.
Yeah, Schaefer has the 6. You know, it's early in the season, and CMSportsNet recently put together its winter preview show. It aired Wednesday night. We want to show you our girls basketball season preview. We went out and talked to the reigning county champions. Of course, girls basketball, it was Westminster. We stopped by practice recently, talked to Coach Dave Urban and some of their players. The season has begun. We wanted to see how they're going to go about defending their county title. Let's go ahead and take a look at Westminster's season preview. Westminster opens the 2024-25 season looking to defend the Carroll County Athletic League title won last year, when the Owls won 16 games and went 10-2 in county play. It likely won't be easy with the rest of Carroll gunning to dethrone the champs, who will have a different look this year, even with the reigning Player of the Year back for her senior season.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to embrace every moment. I mean, every moment matters for the whole season. I think a big thing for us this year is just having fun, playing free, and just playing together.
That's standout guard Maddie Gassman, who finished second in scoring and rebounding a year ago. She's one of only 3 seniors on the roster, and Westminster could be seen as somewhat undersized compared to some of the other county teams. The Owls say they'll be working harder to turn defense into offense and out-hustle the competition.
Yeah, since we're a smaller lineup, we've kind of been getting into our offense and working more on those little smaller things because we don't really have that height and stuff to help us. Yeah, so we've just kind of been like defensively, like just working on like our rebounding, like just boxing out and just getting our man and just going after the ball and just working as a team and getting our chemistry together.
Owls coach David Urban starts his 9th season with talent on the roster. Gassman will draw plenty of attention, and she should get some help from junior forward Cole Peach and sophomore guard Brinley Bode, who averaged 2.8 assists last season. The Owls open their county schedule December 20th against South Carroll, and Westminster split with the Cavaliers last winter. By then, the Owls should have a handful of games to use as a barometer for how high they might be able to soar this winter. Urban said, watch for Westminster to play stingy defense to lead them to success.
It's going to be defense. That's been our trademark. We got to be, tough, be able to kind of rally when you're smaller so that you're getting to the right drops, because you're always going to have mismatches. So how do you address that in the thick of the battle that, somebody's going to be able to stop, but all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, that girl's got 6 inches on me. It's the 2 people next to that have to rally to do the right thing on whatever their drop is.
The Owls off to a 2-0 start this year, Tim. I'm going to talk to you about them in just a second. I wanted to show you the stats of the top returning players from last year. Those stats are from 2023-24. You see Maddie Gassman, she averaged 16.6 points a game. Probably the key that she's back. Summer Brooks and all the girls you're going to see on the list are coming back from last year. So those are the top scorers that are back from a year ago. We're going to go ahead and look at the rebounders as well. And Janae Pryor's on the list, and we see her tonight for Winters Mill. See a couple of South Carroll's players. You got Caroline Core and Maddie Gassman top the list there. And then the top returners and assists are up next. And again, some of these girls, again, we mentioned FSK and how good they were last year. Both their backcourt tandem is back, Abby Rieger and Summer Brooks. And, of course, there's Maddie Gassman one more time. So I wanted to ask you, she's the reigning player of the year. They're the reigning county champions. Everyone sort of knows what's going to happen when they face a team like Westminster. There you see, that's the updated standings right now. This is their first county game. How do you handle that kind of pressure? I think with Maddie Gassman, you're not too worried about it.
Maddie,
got a player like
Maddie
that.
just plays. She's not even thinking about player of the year. She doesn't care about any individual accolades. She just plays to win and tries to play the game right.
And she,
And that's not saying any other girl in this county looks for player of the year or any accolades.
No, correct.
It's just pressure doesn't bother her too much.
That's what I was getting at.
She doesn't even feel like it's any pressure.
It's funny. She scored keep team stats after every year. The coaches sent us the stats, and I got Coach Urban's stats, and she had 55 points her freshman season at the end of the season.
Yep.
Going into this year, she's got a pretty good chance if she stays healthy to get to 1,000 points of her career.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive when you're really talking about 3 seasons.
Very impressive.
And she's, again, stay healthy. She should do it if she continues. First game out this year, she dropped 29, then she dropped 21 against Christelle. So 50 points in 2 games is off to a pretty good start.
Do you know how many does she need for 1,000?
I think she came into the season at 690 something, so she's over, obviously over 700. So should do it. Knock on the table.
Yeah.
And always good to see milestones like that happen. I don't know if she'll get close to the all-time Westminster lead, but she'll join a short list of 1,000-point scores if she can do that. So we are underway, third quarter. And here's the adjustment time, right, Tim?
Adjustment right now.
You
can see an extended trapping defense here.
And it turns into a turnover. And Man Valley's first offensive trip the other way. Pension with that little jab step. She finds Crestline, and Crestline scores. Nice drive and ditch by Pension.
There's that speed right by.
19 first-half turnovers for Winters Mill, so there you go. So they did cut it down after we saw the first stat with 16. Neski shot no good, and battle for the ball.
Should be Mount Val ball.
5 different Mavericks scoring in the first half, so that's spread out just the way Coach Heather DeWeese likes it, with all the different girls on the team contributing.
Yes. Now here's the other adjustment now. You see they got Gabby running the point, and they're going to run Emma off the run 2 now.
They're just a little bit different with everybody in there, and Penchik, of course. being able to spread the ball around, work the perimeter, and she can score if she wants to. Nice
There's
job
a good cut,
there.
nice pass.
Good cut pass by McCarthy. Taylor Feek scores. Oh, excuse me, get that one to Haley Bittinger, and it's 24-11 for Man Valley. And another turnover. And they're going to try to get it down the court to Penchik. She'll pull it back out and set up the offense again. So good start for Man Valley. Penchik hits the deck. Turnover. Winters Mill, and Penchik will retreat. And the Falcons get a turnover. And this is Hollinger working on Penchik. Out of bounds. Whoa. She, again, reached around to get that steal.
Yes, she did. And once again, I believe Hollinger's a freshman, correct?
She is.
So this is her first county game.
Yep.
She's, you know, just like any college freshman or anything
Absolutely.
else, you gotta have that adjustment.
Yeah, look, you want to win every game, but you also want everybody to learn something from these games. I'm assuming that's going to be something that the coach is going to want their young kids to learn. And what better way than to play one of the more competitive teams in the county in Manchester Valley?
100%.
There's a pass down to Pryor. Schaefer was working on her. Nesby has it now again, top. You can hear Winters Mill's coaching staff. And these are for him to move.
Yeah, these early games are tough. Yeah. You know, like I said, you practice against each other. You may play out of the county. You may play Frederick or Howard County team.
Sure.
But playing an in-county rival.
Different.
That you probably know you've played basketball in the summer and spring your whole life.
Yeah.
And you know, you maybe used to be teammates and now you're rivals.
Sure. It's just a different animal.
It's a different animal.
Yeah. It's McCarthy, Penchik, over to Crestline. Back out to McCarthy. She'll take that three. Strong, and
nobody wanted it.
Nobody wanted it. Crestline will take it. Left-hand layup, no good. Schaefer tried to get the rebound, but this time Winters Mill does grab it.
Let's see if they push it.
Imbruglia flashed across the baseline. Nessie couldn't get it to her.
Backdoor cut.
That was a nice job, but it did bounce off McCarthy's hand, and it'll be Winters Mill's ball with 14 to shoot.
That's where Man Valley usually goes on his own, off the inbounds.
Got to get it in. She does. This is Cameron Mays. Nope, intercepted by Schaefer. Penchik baseline, knocked out of bounds by Pryor, I believe, so Maz will keep it. Timeout called by Winters Mill. 60-second timeout, so a full timeout for the Falcons, maybe trying to reset things.
Yeah, she may see an adjustment here, so let's see if
what Coach Whitty can do. You see Coach DeWeese there talking to Penchik and
two guards
McCarthy.
down there,
yeah, but there's Coach Whitty. Of course, Winters Mill player several years ago, standout player. Came back to coach her alma mater a couple years ago. And again, you know, you mentioned it to me about how, hey, we're trying to be up and coming, want to be the team to keep an eye on.
Yep.
You go winless in the county last year, so there's nowhere to go but up. But it was about more than that. It's about more than just doing those kind of things, because like you said, they gave Westminster a game, they gave Key a game a couple times last year, so it wasn't like they were getting trounced every time out on the court.
That is correct, and it's all belief. You got to believe, you got to have the confidence, and right now, you know, they got to step up, they got to get over that, they got to get their foot in the door like they did last year. Now they got to go through it, and once they go through it and they get confident, then they can start build, and they can start building wins, and I think that might happen.
See a familiar face there on the sideline with Coach DeWeese, her daughter Mackenzie. She could put the ball in the basket a little bit back in her day, couldn't she?
Whenever she wanted to, basically.
The all-time leading scorer in Carroll County, boys or girls. I think she finished with 2,150 some points, something like that.
You know, when I was coaching, I've never seen a player work so hard in my life. And that's the God's honest truth. We were practicing, and she would come up and practice beside us and literally run up and down the court for 45 minutes just dribbling with their left hand and doing everything with their left hand.
That time, Coach DeWeese called the timeout. So Mackenzie's now Mackenzie Hoffman, and I think I saw on social media that she's expecting first child, so congratulations to Mackenzie.
Congratulations.
You know, last year when Coach DeWeese had Penchik on her bench, and Penchik didn't play, she really, I talked to her here and there at practice, and she said it was like having another coach, which is what Mackenzie used to do as well, and she'd be playing and coaching. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mackenzie coaching her own team down the stretch here somewhere along the line, but it's in the blood for sure.
It's definitely in the blood.
In the DeWeese family, and she's got that type of player in Emma Penchik with the coachability and the helping her teammates out. And off the timeout, a long shot there by McCarthy, and this time the Falcons get the rebound. So low-scoring affair here in this first game of the week broadcast between Winters Mill and Manchester Valley. The Mavericks lead 24-11, and that pass again, Emma Schaefer. She's been the recipient of about 5 steals here so far, unofficially.
They're forcing that ball a little bit. Right in the block, right in the middle.
Crestline gets it up to McCarthy, over to Bittinger. Penzik will take the 3, a little long, but Crestline, nice job on the rebound on Neski. Penchik again, give it to Bittinger. Top of the arc.
In and out.
In and out. Pryor the rebound. And Winters Mill will try to set up here as we... Nope. Neski just a little too much mustard on that pass.
A little fancy. Try to thread the needle a little fancy.
Maybe. And also a lot of strength on that pass. I'm glad it wasn't right in our faces. Just a little bit off to the my left. And Balsamo comes back in. So she got halfway through the quarter, but she's back in now with those 3 fouls.
Turnover.
And here we go the other way.
Push it. Let's go. Let's keep pushing.
Neski
tried out on White, I think.
Wait a minute.
It's out on White, I believe.
Baseline official. It's his call. Nope, jump ball. So I guess that's the thing. If they can't decide, they'll do a jump ball. Well, jump ball turnover, so it'll be.
I mean, it's good officiating.
Yeah,
you don't see it. It's just what it is. I mean, you
don't want to guess.
No.
The gentleman here on the baseline thought he saw something, but didn't want to guess. So Wintersville gets it off the jump ball. Neski will take a 3. Long, and Penchik jumps up from the board. Nice back in pass. Schaefer scores off the glass. Emma to Emma. And that time, a nice play by the Mavericks. It's 26-11.
She's running a little inside flex cut. And boy, is it working.
Well, Samo tried to.
Turnover.
Yep, she tried to get it off to a guard. This is McCarthy. Bounce pass, now back out to Bittinger for 3, and it goes in. Haley Bittinger knocks down the 3, all Manchester Valley, 29-11 in this third quarter. Nice job there by the Falcons, and Balsamo scores. Nice inside pass.
She's strong underneath.
She is. She just got aggressive a little bit in that first half and committed the 3 fouls, but she can give them a little presence under there with Pryor and Balsamo and Duncan off the bench. That 3 is off the mark by Penchik, but knocked out by Winters Mill. And so Coach Whitty's going to bring in a couple reserves, as is Coach DeWeese.
Yeah.
And
now's the time to figure it out.
Sure.
In both sides. And nobody's giving up. You just want to, maybe Winters Mill can make a run. Maybe they can figure something out.
Sure.
And Coach DeWeese is thinking, I'm going to need these players. I got to have some bench play.
Penchik shot a little bit strong. Balsamo with the rebound. She's looking up. Give it back to Balsamo. Double team. Now over to Imbruglia.
Yeah, that's good movement there. Yeah, that's good offense there.
And a good board by Leach from Manchester Valley. Penchik gets around Imbruglia. She gets into the lane.
Left hand.
Nice left hand, a little strong. And they're foul in the backcourt. Penchik managed herself by missing that short shot. Foul's going to be called on Maya Trump, I believe, number 20. That's her first. That's just the first foul of the quarter. And we've played 6 minutes. Fast moving. I don't want to jinx it, but fast moving game here so far.
Strong. Oh,
Penchik
box
boxing
out.
her out. Yep. Hollinger got up and said, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there, but welcome to varsity basketball.
Right, she gave little freshman and said, welcome to the county.
Yep. Good luck to you, just not tonight.
Yep.
And Penchik will slowly bring it up the court between the circles. Down to that corner. There's a quick shot.
That was a quick shot.
That was Bryn Bauer. She's got a lot of playing time tonight, so a freshman to keep an eye on, perhaps. Another quick shot. Penchik gets the board. Taking that shot was Hollinger, so a couple of freshmen hoisted him up. I think Penchik lost that ball going up. Yeah, she did. Little chaotic here, back and forth.
Usually when them freshmen turn the ball over a couple times, first time they touch it, they want to put that ball up because they want it that bad.
Sure. Stager comes in for Penchik, and she's a little frustrated with herself. So you got a young bunch on the court right now for Manchester Valley, other than Maya Trump there, the senior. Balsamo puts it up and scores. Yep. Nice strong move.
Yes, it is.
She had Hollinger clapping for the ball, but Balsamo knew what she wanted to do with it. And 29-15, so try as they might, they are hanging in the game a little bit here in the third quarter.
Definitely not giving up.
30-second timeout as Coach Deweese didn't like that set. And said, let's talk that over.
She's teaching.
Yep. And it's a 30-second timeout with 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here's that last play by Winters Mill. I like Balsamo. I like what she's given Winters Mill so far. That's a strong move.
She has no fear. She's not thinking. She's just rebounding, seeing what she can do. She's not overdoing.
One of Winters Mill's 3 captains on Coach Whitty's roster. Hananeski's one, Balsamo's another, and Jenna Pryor is the third. So a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. It's nice to have that balance there.
Yes.
Every possession can be a teaching lesson, right?
Yes.
Right, Coach? I mean, like you said, she's still, Coach Deweese is teaching right there on that. Oh, I don't like the way you telegraph that pass. Let's talk it over. Let's use a timeout.
She wants the spacing. She's going, why, that the pass is not there because of spacing.
Right. So Trump will inbound right in front of Coach Deweese. And bring Bauer at the top. Now back out to Feek.
Is Feek the only starter that she has on the court right now?
I think so, yeah.
Good pass.
There's Stager. It didn't fall, and does it stay with them, or does it go to Winters Mill?
It'll stay with Manval.
Manval. So a fresh 30 with 37 seconds left on the game clock in the third quarter. Yeah, you're right. Only one starter out there right now.
Yeah.
It's actually, I'm not sure if Feek start. This might be a new 05. There's a shot. It falls. Kara Stager. This might be a fresh 5 in terms of the starters. I think Feet came off the bench. Inbound to Duncan. Trump shut her off there a little bit. There's a foul called by.
You can see
sideline.
Coach Whitty wants that ball to go inside.
Yes.
They're trying to work an inside game.
Duncan gives them some size. Neski going to inbound it under the basket. And Bragulio will stop and pop. Nice job by Neski. Gets it to Balsamo.
Good pass.
That was a good pass. Balsamo fighting for the ball.
She's a little bit all over the place.
She's hustling for sure.
This is outstanding.
Yep. And that's good to see down 16 points.
Yes.
Right? It might as well have been 6 points or tie game the way that Balsamo was hustling.
Can we give one up?
No. Oh, they were going to try to look for a foul call there, but they didn't get it. So that is the end of the third quarter, a fast-moving third quarter, where Manchester Valley now leads 31-15. Winters Mill, again, they're doing some things successfully in spots, just not enough to sustain this, trying to come back from this big deficit the way they have.
I agree with that. You have, what's her name? I forgot her name. Number 33.
Balsamo.
Yeah, she's hustling. And I'd like to see these guards the young guards follow after. You know, they got to do a little bit more hustle and get that speed up a little bit more.
Hananeski hasn't quite gotten off on track, I should say, on offense, where you've got Penchik with her 7 points, and she's hustling on defense, and she's got to have a couple assists at least, a handful of those. Oneski's had some rebounds as well. So offensively, the numbers aren't strong, but this game has not been a high-scoring affair. So, and again, Man Valley, we saw the stat. They've been spreading the ball around on offense.
They have been.
Balsamo's got 6. Mays has 5, and Neski has 4 for Winters Mill.
I'll credit Man Val with this. Winters Mill is not. I don't think they've had a fast break.
No.
I don't think they've had not one fast break.
No, so if that's what they wanted to do, they haven't been able to do it tonight.
They can't do it.
Right. Give Man Val and Coach DeWeese credit.
So
here we go, final quarter.
That basically takes the guards right out of play. There's a good turnover.
Jump ball. Nice play, though. Good hustle by Imbrugulio. And it will be a turnover, though, based on the jump ball. So nice job by Winters Mill there. Yeah, it's been a slog for their offense trying to get itself in rhythm.
Yes.
They've made some good things in the half court. They hit Balsamo a few times there in that third quarter.
They have a freshman point guard. I think they're trying to find their identity. And, they will. Watch a little tape.
I was going to say, you've seen enough here to have a good sense of that. If everybody stays on the right track, it's going to come together.
Yeah.
Neski to Balsamo. Double team, though. Watch the elbow.
It's a walk.
Yeah, let's see.
Jump ball.
A jump ball or walk.
She knew she was in trouble.
So they trade jump ball turnovers. 8 points for Emma Schaefer, 7 for Penchik, 4 for Taylor Feek. 3-2-2 the rest of the way. It's pretty spread out. And so far, it's been a sizable Man Valley advantage.
There's a little offense. There's a little ball movement. The ball hit the ground 3 times.
That Schaefer scored. Yep, and a timeout. Yep. And Coach Whitty motioning her girls to the bench. It's going to be a full timeout as Emma Schaefer reaches double digits with that basket.
Here's Coach Whitty have 1 timeout left. Yeah, there's the ball movement. So this is the 2 dribbles right there, or that's 1 dribble actually.
Yeah, that was a nice move,
so,
though.
Yeah,
nice
she
shields the ball the way she shielded her defender away. The ball did get around the perimeter before that and got
the ball
to
reversed quickly without the ball hitting the floor.
So she's made 5 field goals to give her her 10 points. And yeah, Coach Whitty wanted them to sit down and listen to some instruction here about how this final 7 minutes is going to go here. 6 minutes. See Haley Bittinger saying she's elbowing me down there on the baseline, Coach.
We saw that. We had a good view of that one.
We did. That's hustle play.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if it was
gritty.
Maybe if it was 33-30 or something like that, they might have called that one. But
we're going to make that a jump ball.
Yeah.
Just go the other way. I do like the amount of tenacity that Winters Mill shows in some of these one-on-one matchups and stuff. Yeah, you look up, you're down by way too many in this game, probably come back and win it.
Yeah.
But this is for a whole season, right? We're starting the journey here in the new season. Let's see how we're going to, what's our identity going to be, like you said, in the pregame.
And once again, you can see the speed of the defense. And they're just holding it a hair too long. And then when they do that, then they have to speed the passing up.
Mays was open for a moment. That was Ryan Mays. And off for Winters Mill, I believe. Oh, nope. Last touch. I think it was touch on the line by Man Valley. So 3 to shoot.
3 seconds. Let's see if they notice it.
Bessie's got a shot.
Nope, they don't notice it.
Got to be aware a little bit of the shot clock. Shot clock ran out. Another turnover for the Mavericks.
They're young on this floor right now. I do believe they're very young on this floor right now.
Both freshmen are out there.
And this is where Coach Whitty and Coach DeWeese will find out what kind of rotation, who they want to start. Nice look up. Nice rebound.
How about that last play down there, though? Balsamo gets the block and the rebound.
Yes.
Or the loose ball, rather. And now she comes down here and gets blocked. But she definitely has been the grit on the Falcons tonight.
She has.
5'7" junior captain, Cielo Balsamo. There's a baseline shot that goes down. Give it to Lila Crestline, number 5. And that long pass batted away. Last touch by Man Valley. They're just a little bit quicker to the ball.
They're a little bit
night,
quicker,
all
yes.
night.
Yes.
So nice cross-court pass there that Crestline knocked down. Neski, three-pointer, gets the nice roll off the rim. And Neski back on the board offensively.
It's funny, we've seen some balls that we thought were going in and out. We've seen some balls that had no business going in, went in.
Basketball, right?
It is basketball.
Bounce pass to Schaefer. Good defense. Oh, they call it a foul.
Yeah,
that was good defense, though, to collapse because Schaefer's going to bounce, turn, and try to go to the basket.
Yep.
They did call a reach on that play.
Probably came right across the arms there.
There's Neski, that three-pointer. Strong and then actually knocked off the top of the backboard. Hey,
yep.
It counts for 3.
It counts.
To 3 in the book. 35-18. Penchik will try one and
There's
smooth. Emma Penchik smooth for the three-pointer. 38-18. Nice pass, good cut. And Balsamo cleans it up. That was a good cut by Neski. Just didn't get the shot to fall. And a really good pass from the top of the key from Riley Hollinger. So
they've been trying to run. They're trying to get. They've been trying to run that. The spacing was a lot better there.
And also, they're not going away from what they're trying to do. Right. You look up. You're down by 18.
I'll give credit to the freshman point guard. She penetrated, and the wing came up. Once the wing came up, you have the backdoor cut.
That was Hollinger. That's the replay there of Penchik's 3. Yeah, and again, learning lessons and valuable court time for the young girls on Winters Mill's team. And Man Valley's team, too. Penchik just a little strong. Man Valley keeps it. That's a 3 from the top. Abigail Schindler banging around there under the boards, trying to get things going for Man Valley defensively or offensively for rebounds, but not meant to be. And the Falcons will have it. We've got a substitution for Winters Mill.
I think this will be a learning person for them as well, for Winters Mill. You can see the difference of Man Val crashing the boards, and you see the difference of Winters Mill crashing the boards.
Charis Emenyi in for Winters Mill, and she has the ball here. She'll get it back out. And a turnover. Penchik going the other way. Stop and score. It's been too much Man Valley tonight, Tim, in terms of defense leading to offense.
How tough is it for this freshman point guard to be going up against possible defensive player of the year in the county, you know?
Sure.
That's a tough assignment.
One of the top players in the county. And turnover now the other way. This is Bauer, number 4 for Manchester Valley. Back to Crestline. Man Valley can work some of that clock. Nice, see, there you go.
Yep, there's a little hustle right there. All over the place.
It's Balsamo again. And that was a great idea. Penchik wants to bounce it down to Schindler. And Balsamo saw it, came around her player, and knocked it out of bounds. She didn't get the steal, but she had the hustle play. I've liked what I see out of her.
I really like what I see out of her.
Yep. I'm sure Coach Woody does, too, because you need a couple players like that on your team.
A little strong there.
Yeah, a little strong. Schindler, nope, I stepped out. Trying to knock it back in bounds, so.
She just pushed that a little bit.
Yep. And Crestline will come out. Stager will come back in for the Mavericks. And we are almost midway through the final quarter.
I think Coach DeWeese has to be pretty happy with their offense. It's been pretty balanced.
No doubt about that.
We've seen some people step up, which is nice to see.
That was a tremendous pass by Penchik, and Feek almost got it, but she shuffled her feet. And it's a turnover. That would have been something to finish that play off. Right in your living room right there. Yeah, she bounced past.
Nice little bounce pass, diagonal bounce pass.
And it was nice. Indecision there from the guard, leads to a turnover. Here comes Bauer.
Nice pass there.
It was. Penchik got caught under the basket a little bit. She'll dribble it back out. And the Mavericks can work some clock. Up by 20. Cross-court pass. Nice shot. Bryn Bauer, freshman for 3. Give Penchik the assist. And it's coming up Mavs here in their home county opener. That shot was strong. Feet grabbed that board. Nice job by Feet to grab that rebound. And the Mapenchik knows what to do. Slow it down a
she'll
little
slow
bit.
it down. You know, she's teaching these girls just as much as anybody right now.
They call a kick there or a foul?
They call it a kick.
Okay. Emma's coming out. Yep. Mad at herself again. always hardest on yourself, right?
She might be mad for coming out.
She might be.
She's that competitive.
She might be. Oh, yeah. Yeah, stuck her foot out. It was Hollinger trying to do anything she can to stop Penchik from going down the lane. I don't blame her. I can't say I blame her. Nice pass back outside.
That's
and a nice shot. Abigail Schindler from Taylor Feek. Mavericks moving the ball around very nicely tonight.
Yes, they are. That dribble penetration, good dish. They've been trying to work that backdoor cut all game.
Bodies flying. Young girls on the court trying to impress and play well, and jump ball is the end result. Marley Hill coming in. I think it might be her first or second time in tonight. Number 12 for Man Valley, junior forward. Game like this too, you can get some more players in, see what you got, see what you have out of them.
Absolutely.
Because as we know, you never know.
You never know when you might.
Exactly right. Balsamo, yep, foul. I think it was a foul first. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's called a foul.
Yep.
You know, give her credit. She's played 10 straight minutes now. Didn't get a foul when she was in a little foul trouble in the first half.
Yes. And she didn't come in until 4 minutes left in the third quarter. So you got to play within yourself, right, with those 3 fouls.
Yes.
At the same time, she's still playing hard.
Shot there.
Rebound by Trump. And the Falcons, or the Mavericks rather, will bring it up the court. We may have seen the last of Emma Penchik tonight.
I think we've seen the last of all the stars.
I think you're right. 2 minutes to go. Feek drives in. Nice job, Taylor Feek.
Little left hand.
Sure was. We saw her shine last spring on the lacrosse field. There's a three-pointer.
That was a good shot.
A good shot and a good look.
Yes.
And Schindler will get a jump ball. Winners Mill will get a jump ball call on Schindler, but the Mavericks keep it. Here comes Ariana Leach in for Taylor Feek. She'll come out and get some high fives from her teammates. And you're right. I think we got definitely a fresh 5 now.
Yeah.
In these final 90 or so seconds of this game, Man Valley will improve to 2-1 and 1-0 in the county. Winners Mill suffer its first loss. They'll be 2-1 and 0-1. That's a jump ball or is that a foul? Jump ball call there. For Winners Mill, Tim, I think it'll be, and we'll talk more about this in the post game. Just what you learn from a game like this going forward the next couple weeks as we get to the holiday tournaments. Then once we hit January, it's county games pretty much from there on out. What did you take away from a game like this? And that's going to be what Coach Whitty, I'm sure, is going to want to talk to the Falcons about.
What I take away is if you cut the turnovers just in half, that means you're getting at least 15 more shots up.
Absolutely.
You get 15 more shots up. Let's just say you make 5. That's 10 more points.
Sure.
So you take 10 points and you create 10 more turnovers, or 5 or 10 more turnovers, then the game's almost even.
And you're also got confidence back. And, you fall that far behind and you're committing these turnovers. Your head gets out of the game. So I agree.
And you can look over that bench right now and they look, they don't look the happiest.
No, they don't. 8 different Mavericks scored in this game tonight so far. So that's something that Coach DeWeese, looking forward, is going to be very pleased to see.
She needed that. I think they were only averaging 33 or something points a game. Yeah. So they needed this.
They beat Hereford 38-37, and they only scored about 20 couple in their opener against Oakdale. So there's a Menye trying to get in there.
And Hereford's not the same, but they're not a bad team at all.
No, of course not. Yeah. .47 seconds to go. Just a reminder, stick with us. We'll have some post-game thoughts. We'll watch some of the highlights of the game, and we'll talk to the player of the game after the end of the regulation here, where Man Valley is comfortably in front here. Duncan tried to put it up. Schindler got a piece of it. It's a shot clock violation. And 30 seconds left. They wouldn't have to take a shot, but we'll see if Man Valley dribbles up here and runs a play. Don't tell these girls they don't want to keep scoring, right?
Oh, they'll play another quarter.
Right.
And, even Winters Mill, they'll play another quarter.
Absolutely would.
They'll keep going.
Absolutely they would. Nice spin in the lane. That was Leach.
I think the only how they would if someone offered them free Chick-fil-A. That's got to be
What'd you say?
favorite.
Free Chick-fil-A?
Free Chick-fil-A.
Keep that away from us.
Yeah.
They deserve it tonight. Man Valley going to get their first win in the county in style. Ooh, yeah, a little tight there on the defense. Oh, nope, stepped out of bounds. Perhaps stepped out of bounds. So we'll see if Winters Mill can get one shot off here at the end of regulation, the end of the fourth quarter, before they head back to Westminster, learning from their first loss of the season.
Yeah, Man Val might have stamped and said, hey, we're contenders. Don't call, we'll go quietly, but don't call us out.
That's right. And that long shot is short, out of bounds. The game is over. And like we said, Manchester Valley convincing first county victory of the season at home. Emma Penchek and the Mavericks take down Winters Mill. They hand the Falcons their first loss of the season. And the Mavericks, I think you're right. I mean, again, 6-6 last year, not up to their standards in terms of competing in the county. They were in a lot of those games and fell short. Had some battles with Keith, some battles with Westminster.
That's right.
They're looking to take the next step up with this group. And I think a game like this, it's early, but it can go a long way to get boosting that confidence.
What's the first thing we said? We thought Key, you have defending champion Westminster, and then you have the up-and-coming South Carroll.
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody's saying Man Val, and Coach DeWeese is saying, hey.
She likes it that way.
Yeah, exactly right.
There's your final score. Manchester Valley 47, Winters Mill 20. And yeah, we can start there, Tim. I mean, look, it's December 12th, right? We're just barely into the season. It's about a week old. There'll be a few more games. Then we'll get to the holiday tournaments. A lot of teams will be in some action there, but that's a time to sort of get the batteries recharged. Then we hit January. It's only 3 weeks from now.
Yes.
We're going to see a lot of these teams start to find their identity right now to get to January.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, again, we're going to talk more about it in a second. We're going to step away. We're going to have some post-game coverage for you, and we'll talk to the player of the game. So don't go away. There's more CM SportsNet Game of the Week coming right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Welcome back. CM SportsNet Game of the Week. Final score, Man Valley 47, Winters Mill 20. Tim Whitehead, Pat Stoetzer with. We're going to see some of the highlights from the game, and then we're going to look at some of the final team stats and our players to watch. I just thought it was Man Valley's game pretty much from the opening tip. Winters Mill got back into it slightly, but Man Valley pulled away, and you talked about it all night, the tenacious defense they had.
Tenacious defense. There was one of Winters Mill's early baskets from Hannah. Kind of broke the ice for him, and then Winters Mill took on after that.
It just became a game of and I think you hit it right at the start. Was making it hard for them to get into their offensive rhythm. And Man Valley made it hard for Wintersville to get going all night long.
Absolutely. They couldn't figure out that 1-2-1-1 press. They could not figure it out. They went down the sideline, played right into Man Val's hands.
A lot of a lot of good perimeter passing. Man Valley had a lot of different players score. Emma Schaefer, Emma Penchik. The guard play was strong. Winters Mill, again, there were bright spots for sure. There were bright spots, and Cielo Balsamo was one of the big ones for Winters Mill.
A big bright spot. I mean, I don't know if she had 8, 10, but she had at least those points. 8, and then she probably had at least 7 or 8 rebounds as well. And she was all over the court.
She sure was, and it just became. Again, you also hit it on the head, I thought, late in regulation, the turnovers. If you cut the turnovers down in half and you're Winters Mill, you're feeling much better about your chances in that fourth quarter. You already had 16 or so in the first half. It's too much to overcome.
Absolutely, it sure is. But as we looked at it, you had a freshman guard guarded by a potential not only county player of the year, but potential county defensive player of the year.
Sure.
And she's probably never faced that before in her life.
Right. And learning lessons, right? Learning lessons. First time out of the basketball game. And these girls play AAU. They play top-notch basketball.
Yes.
But there's something a little different about those county games, right? It's a little bit more intensity.
Absolutely. Your AAU, you play your age group maybe one year ahead.
Good point.
Now you're playing somebody 3. You're a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference. And like I said, at the end of the year, they're going to be strong. They're going to be a little bit mature, a little bit more experienced, and they're going to be strong.
Yeah, and that you're 1,000% right. I did not even think about that. AAU is one thing, and it's obviously good competition, but you're playing your age group. You know, these freshmen, 13, 14 years old, going up against a 17-year-old.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal, right? That's a big deal.
Big deal.
And you learn from a game like this, and there we're just seeing it right there.
Yep.
This one led to a fast break, and Penchik scored, and it's just going to be. Penchik's been there already. Some of the girls from Man Valley have been there already. The girls from Winters Mill are going to get there. But this is a game they need to kind of let sit with them for a while and see how they react to it.
They got their foot in the door, but now they got to go through the door. Overstep the hurdle.
Yeah, that's right. There's your team stats there. The 15 twos and 5 threes for Man Valley. Not many free throws to speak of tonight.
I've never seen a game where there's only 4 free throws for each team.
8 free throws tonight. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. But again, just a little bit too much Man Valley, and there's your final look at the player matchups. And Hananeski got things going, and she was distributing the ball pretty well.
Yes.
A couple, ill-advised passes. Again, Emma Penchik, I know she missed last year. It's only her 3rd year, if you really want to say that, but she's a seasoned vet. So I like the way Man Valley approached it. I like how Emma Schaefer got the ball inside early.
Yep.
They established themselves, and you feel like they're going to have a pretty good run in terms of being competitive in Carroll County.
Man Val established the inside with Emma Schaefer. Winters Mill wanted to establish.
Right.
And when they did that, they turned the ball over. That not only did Emma establish on the offensive end, she established on the defensive end as well.
Yeah.
On the weak side defense, she had a lot of steals and caused a lot of turnovers.
Right, no doubt. Tim, appreciate you coming back with us and joining us on Game of the Week, man.
Look forward for the whole season. Thank you very much.
We'll definitely do some more. Tim Whitehead, appreciate his time and his commentary tonight's game. One more quick break. When we come back, we'll talk to the CMSportsNet player of the game and wrap things up from Manchester Valley. Don't go away. The Game of the Week will be wrapping up right next.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
CMSportsNet Player of the Game is brought to you by Genova's To Go and by Anne Arundel Dermatology.
Welcome back. CMSportsNet Game of the Week and the CMSportsNet Player of the Game, Manchester Valley senior Emma Schaefer. Emma, congratulations on the nice win.
Yes,
the first county win of the year. Again, you guys were 1-1 coming to the game. First one, it's at home. Are there nerves involved when you get back out here for the first time in front of the home fans in the county game, or does that go away quickly once the game starts?
I would say a little bit, but as soon as the game gets rolling, I think that we really trust each other, and so we kind of have that, we support our teammates and stuff, so that really helps us.
And right off the bat, you guys established what you want to do offensively. Emma, Emma's giving you the ball, and you're trying to do your best to get underneath. Those first couple baskets, what's that do for you confidence-wise? Just to get underneath the basket, score off the glass, have that nice pass, and just kind of get things going?
Yeah, it really just opens up our game, and, it gets us a little bit more relaxed and stuff, so it helps.
What's it like having Emma back? I mean, obviously she was on your sideline last year with the injury, but just having Emma back, distributing the ball around, it's nice to have a teammate of that caliber back on your side.
Yeah, she's amazing. She really distributes the ball and just gets on the floor. She's so fast, and she's just amazing, so it's helpful.
She's very fast. She's hard on herself for missing some of those things, but it's going to come, right? She's getting herself back into the game. And the way you guys distribute, I think it was eight different players scored for you guys tonight. That's a big deal. I know Coach DeWeese likes that. What's that say for you guys and your ability to not have it just be you or just be Emma or just be Taylor Feek or Lila? All you guys contributing, that's going to make you guys that much better of a team. What's that say with that cohesion's already there early in the season like that?
Yeah, everyone plays and everyone does so well. So really distributing the ball to everyone. Everyone can score. Everyone's a threat. So it's really nice to have that.
The county, it's a competitive county, even girls basketball, top to bottom. Winters Mill, I know obviously they struggle, but they're going to be in these games. And last year, you guys were 6-6 against county teams. Westminster won the county. They're bringing back the Player of the Year. South Carroll brings back a lot of talented players. Key, we know they went to a state final. Not a lot of people talking about Man Valley, but you guys bring back some too. Do you like being in that role? I mean, obviously you're going to compete and you want to win the county, but you're okay with them being like, hey, maybe won't be thought of as that one to beat, and we'll be a one at the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll be there. So, I don't know.
It's early in the season right now, Emma, so there's a long way to go. But since the first day of practice, what's the mood like been on this year's team with Coach DeWeese back, same kind of philosophy? Emma's back. You got some other girls on the team that are athletes, Haley Bittinger, Taylor Feek, yourself. What's the mood been like since the first day of practice to now, when we're about midway through December?
Yeah, we've just been really positive and supporting each other, playing hard against each other and make each other better. And no hard feelings, we all know that we want to win, we want to play well, so we push each other and we're getting better. So. And
then last thing before we let you go is that win the other day against Hereford, the 1-point win. A game like that early in the season, obviously this was another huge win for you guys too to get the county games going. But a game like that against a quality opponent, you've got to do wonders for the confidence for everybody, right? To be in a tight game, a low-scoring game, and come out on top. I assume that's going to get you guys going in the right direction. You guys feel pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was really tight, but we supported each other the whole time, so it really helped us. And so yeah.
Off to a good start.
Yes.
Well, congrats on a great game tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Emma Schaefer, our CMSportsNet Player of the Game, and that's going to do it for the CMSportsNet Game of the Week. Our first one, Man Valley beating Winters Mill. CMSportsNet's actually got you covered the next week with two basketball games, and they're going to be boys games. First up, it's Man Valley at Liberty Boys on December 17th, and then our next Game of the Week broadcast is on December 20th, South Carroll visiting Westminster. We also have our Game On show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Don't forget about that. So yeah, just wanted to mention those two broadcasts. There's the Game of the Week next week. South Carroll and Westminster, December the 20th, will be at Westminster High School. Be sure to catch all our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to visit our website at cmsportsnet.com. You can watch us on cable channel HD 1072, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at CMSportsNet Action. Also want to thank Liz Padgett and everyone here at Man Valley for getting us off the ground and getting us going on our first broadcast. I want to thank Emma Schaefer for giving us a few minutes. And for Tim Whitehead, I'm Pat Stoetzer saying have a good night, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.